We are taking a brief step outside of our ongoing series on propaganda for a standalone episode, but it's all related. But you will quickly see the themes are deeply connected. We spend a lot of time analyzing how the British tabloid machine conditions the public to view Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, through a heavy, toxic fog. But what happens when a broadcaster, presenter, simply refuses to play that game? So today, we are looking at Alison Hammond, recent interview with Prince Harry in Birmingham, ahead of the 1 year from the Invictus Games. While the rest of the media was busy taking victory laps over court rulings and pushing hostile narratives, Alison did something radical. She brought warmth, genuine curiosity, and absolute authenticity to her interview. It is a masterclass in how kindness is not the enemy of journalism or of broadcast or even a presenter. And it perfectly illustrates what the tabloid machinery works so hard to hide. Welcome. This is Majesty Sussex Report, and I'm Antonio. Thank you for spending some of your valuable time here with us. We'll continue right after this intro.
Unconquered, undefeated, still standing.
Hello there, look who I've tracked him down finally, which is so exciting. We're in Birmingham, we're at the NEC, we're celebrating the launch of the Invictus Games, which is happening this time next year. So excited, and you must be very excited. This was all your idea. I mean, how does it feel to be in Birmingham? I feel like it should have always been here.
Yes, you're right. It should have always been here.
Yeah.
I am excited. Not as excited as you were, and
Sorry.
still are. It's all right. You're very excitable, and I love that. Everyone loves that about you.
Touch my neck.
sorry. No, it's great. Like, Birmingham is the centre point where so many of the wounded soldiers came back through from Afghanistan, not just from the UK, but from other nations as well. So this is a real homecoming for so many of them. With the Birmingham Hospital, Queen Elizabeth Hospital, just all of it. It's quite a moving return for these guys. One of our guys who works at the foundation, Josh, went back and found his clinician who literally saved his life.
Wow.
He hadn't been back for 13 or 15 years. So it's being here back in Birmingham means a hell of a lot to most of these guys.
I've been speaking to a lot of people actually, and their stories are just incredible, and all of them say we love Birmingham, we absolutely love it.
Was that before or after you did the laser run?
It was before. And then I did the
great, by the way.
Thank you. I didn't actually do the whole thing. I did cheat a little bit. Sorry, I didn't tell you, but it's fine.
No, I know.
We've got to talk about the fact that I am speaking to so many of these people. Are there any stories that have resonated with you when you speak to these veterans?
I mean, there's thousands of stories.
Yeah.
You know what? To me, the ones that always stand out are Ukraine. So for me right now, you asking me that question, the team manager from Ukraine, we've got all the team managers over here right now doing a recce for the games.
Yeah.
And the team manager just came over and she gave me the research of what Invictus has done for Ukrainian veterans and the military service, as well as civil society. And it's like this big.
Wow.
And I'm so grateful that we managed to get Ukraine as part of the Invictus community before this war started, because it's much harder to bring everything in and change perceptions for those wounded, injured and sick after the fact. But they've been with us for 10 years. So now you go to Ukraine and instead of wounded people being sort of pushed to one side, which in so many societies around the world that happens, they are treated as absolute gods,
and
as
so
heroes.
they should be.
And so they should be.
Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable when you look at it. Why do you think the games has captured people's hearts so much? What do you think it is? The essence of it?
Look, it is literally overcoming adversity, and I think that no matter who you are, where you are, whatever you've come up against, you can see those guys, one leg, no legs, no arm, whatever that's going on with the invisible injuries as well. There's just a huge amount of respect, hope, but also admiration and inspiration. Because no matter who you are, whether you've been lying on the couch with a broken back or whatever injury or illness that you've had, you look at these guys and go, well, if they can do it, I can bloody well do it as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's the mentality. And again, look, for all the military training that everybody has, there's resilience in every single one of us.
So true.
And I think that when you're really up against it, how you decide to use that trauma, that experience, or that loss, how you use that to really grow that resilience in yourself, I think that's where people can connect to it. And now more than ever, we need to grow the national resilience here in the UK, but also around the world.
Harry, you speak so eloquently. It's so lovely to
I love
hear
your
you speak.
hoodies, by the way.
Oh, thank you, babe. Thank you. Can you trace your inspiration back to a moment when, in the past? When did you feel inspired? Where did that moment come from?
In summary, and I've talked about this for many years, so I don't want to bore people who know this already. 2008.
You do realise we're never bored by you, right?
Okay, all right, that's great.
Never bored by you.
Thank
We love
you.
to hear
No
you
one's ever
speak.
bored by you. By the way, my kids love Junior Bake Off.
Oh, stop it!
Absolutely
Do they?
love it.
Come
And I
and
love
do
it
it.
as
Come
well.
and do the show.
It's far better than the grown-up version. What was the question?
I was saying, can you trace that moment?
So back to 2008, coming back on a plane from Afghanistan after a 10-week deployment. And as we took off, everybody else was coming back on R&R. So the feeling on the plane was more celebratory. For me, I'd been pulled out of Afghanistan. I was pretty miserable. And as we took off, the curtain in front of me opened, and 3 British soldiers, all in induced comas, were lying on hospital beds in front of me. And once the plane took off, I went forward, had a chat to the doctor, and he told me each of their stories. One of the guys was holding a test tube with shrapnel that had been taken out of his neck and his head, holding that in his hand. And I thought, wow, this is the kind of stuff that so many people don't see and don't know that it's happening.
Yeah.
And that was at the same time that Ross Kemp was started to do all of his documentaries as well, to bring the reality of the war, which it was, which no one was really talking about as a war, to people's couches, to people's sofas, to say this is actually what our blokes, this is what our guys and girls are really going through. That then led to 2013, the Warrior Games in America, in Colorado Springs, in the middle of nowhere, on an air base, and that was sport literally rehabilitating the soul and the mind and the body. And I was like, we need to make this thing international.
Oh, you must, honestly, your kids and Meghan must be so proud of you.
Yeah.
Do they tell you every day?
They don't tell me every day that they're proud of me, but yeah, I'm proud of them, they're proud of me. I love my family.
Well, I've got to say, I know you love me because you keep imitating me. What was that all about at the Stephen Colbert show? What was that all about?
They found out that I am one of your secret admirers and that I follow your every move. So they said, who do you want to imitate? I said, obviously, Alison.
Oh, thanks,
so we did that.
you.
By the way, it was a huge hit.
It was?
It was a huge
We need
hit.
to do another one before you go.
We'll do another one.
And obviously, I live in Birmingham. Are you going to come round with some ackee
That
and
wasn't obvious, but all right.
I know my voice has changed and it's a lot more similar to yours. But Would you be coming to my house today or a little bit later?
You're invited me to your house? What for?
A minimum ackee and saltfish.
Okay.
I've cooked it today.
All right. And some soccer as well. Some football, sorry.
Are you going to watch?
Football, not soccer.
You can watch it at my house.
Maybe.
Let's do it. No. There's no maybe. Well. You're all welcome.
We're all welcome?
You're all welcome.
All right, let me think about it.
Let's have a think about it. I'll go and get everything ready in the house. A little tidy up.
Okay.
Bleach the toilet.
Why does it need tidy up?
Maybe a little bit.
I'll bleach your toilet.
Would you?
Yeah,
Oh, bless you.
For you, anything.
Can I come to the Invictus Games next year as well?
Of course you have
I'll
to.
bring my son and everything.
I'll be disappointed if you won't come.
It's so lovely to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Oh.
Thank you.
See you later. I know you've got loads to do today.
No worries.
I'll let you go.
Guys. Cheers. Bye.
And that's how you interview Prince Harry, guys. Loving your work live from the NEC.
Oh, love her so
happy
much.
with herself. Look at her.
Never washing her neck again.
Now, this interview has traveled, right? It has traveled. I remember when I first watched it, I thought, this is just fantastic. It's just really, really great. At the same time, though, I had this anxiety within me. And that anxiety was based on, I kept hoping and praying that Alison would not do what so many journalists do, which is they break in many ways that communication, that atmosphere that is established between the interviewer and the interviewee, where you are creating a safe place almost, right, to have that conversation. And they start with these softball questions, and then here comes the big juggler question. So why did you do it? Or did you do it? I know you did it. And when the interview ended, and she had not done any of that, but she hopped and skipped. I was just so joyful. I just sort of let my shoulders relax a little bit. And at the end, I just went, that was fantastic. That was a great, great interview. Because from the opening second, Alison established the atmosphere. She was authentic, affectionate, and unmistakably herself. She did not approach Harry as though she were entering a diplomatic negotiation, right? Nor did she behave as though speaking to a prince required a personality transplant. She arrived as herself, as Alison, and Harry responded as Harry. That is important. And for people who may think or call themselves serious journalists, they may want to dismiss what Alison did. But I think it's an absolute masterclass, because she also came and offered warmth, right? She was supportive, but warmth with substance. Look, it is quite easy to dismiss this as merely a friendly interview between two people who know each other. But Alison's warmth was not empathy. She had been speaking to veterans. She had listened to their experiences. She had participated in activities. And when she asked Harry which stories had remained with him, the question did not sound as though it had been handed to her 30 seconds before filming. One of the other really major things is the rhythm, right? She keeps this sort of rhythm. She knew when to hold the moment and when to lift it up. The interview also really succeeds because of that emotional rhythm. Alison did not keep the conversation trapped in seriousness, but she did not trivialize at all the serious moments either. So she found that perfect balance between those two things. She created that space, that safety space, and I would say she created it without surrendering the interview. She was friendly. Some may argue right? Some may argue and say, well, too friendly, but friendliness is not journalistic failure. A good interview is not measured by how uncomfortable the interviewer can can make the guest feel. I mean, people who think like that, I just think are just really silly. And I mean, the 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 timing of this interview cannot be separated from its impact also. It was broadcast by This Morning on Friday, July 10th. Days earlier, on July 7th, the High Court had dismissed the case brought by Prince Harry and six other claimants against Associated Newspapers. That judgment dominated coverage of Harry's visit to Britain and was widely framed as a major legal defeat, right? Like, loser Harry, oh, he lost. Oh, this is going to teach him a lesson. And then came Alison. There she is. She did not pretend that the court cases did not exist. She simply understood that a human being cannot be reduced to the most recent headline written about him, right? While much of the surrounding coverage was preoccupied with victory, defeat, conflict, and royal relationships, Alison asked Harry about service, about veterans, the origin of Invictus Games, right? That is what she did. I think for me, like the great achievement of this interview is not that Alison made Prince Harry look good, is that she created the conditions in which he could be seen clearly. Now, listen to what I just said. He could be seen clearly because the entire media ecosystem in the United Kingdom, when it comes to Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and their children, there's a lot of fog. A lot of dirty, dirty, dirty fog. Because these other people don't really want you to see him. They don't want you to. Alison did not give the audience the Prince Harry they had instructed to expect. She gave them the Prince Harry who was actually present, a veteran, a father, a husband, a man deeply connected to the community he helped create, a man capable of speaking seriously about trauma and then laughing about television, football, and salt fish. The interview was warm, but it was not empty. It was playful, but it was not frivolous. It was respectful, but it was not artificial. And it proved something that should never have become controversial. An interviewer does not have to humiliate someone to reveal them. Sometimes the better interview comes from preparation, from curiosity, from listening, and from understanding that kindness is not the enemy of journalism. Sometimes kindness is what finally allows the truth to enter the room. Because this is already has been spanned, right? In a portion of that interview, when Alison says, you know, your kids must be so proud of you, your kids and Meghan. And he's like, well, yeah, they're proud of me, but not tell me every day. So that has been spanned to something completely different, completely different.
And the body, and I was like, we need to make this thing international.
You must, honestly, your kids and Meghan must be so proud of you.
Yeah.
Do they tell you every day?
They don't tell me every day that they're proud of me, but yeah, I'm proud of them, they're proud of me. I love my family.
Well, I've got to say, I know you love me.
And this is just a side note here, what really annoys me to the point that it angers me is how these people will take AI produced images and what they do with Meghan's body, what they do with her face, the way they make her look. It is despicable. honest to goodness despicable. Especially these are the same people who get very furious when they're called out on their nonsense, right? These are the same people who can't take it for like 5 minutes when someone is saying to them that they've been criticizing Megan Sussex for years on their morning show, and when their co-host just for 5 minutes is calling him out, he walks off stage because he is so fragile. Fragile little wimp. And that is exactly why the tabloid establishment is so threatened by genuine moments like this. Alison proved that you do not need to ambush Prince Harry, twist his innocent words about his family, or strip away his humanity to create a compelling interview. She simply created a space, well, a safe space, and allowed the truth to enter the room. This stands in stark contrast to the relentless propaganda and narrative management we have and will be exploring. When you compare Allison's authentic warmth to a media class that relies on despicable AI manipulated images of Meghan, the difference is glaring. It is especially rich coming from pundits who are so fragile they will literally walk off a live television set the moment someone challenges their decade long smear campaign. We also have Rebecca English, who recently on her show talking about the judgment of that judge, talking about how it's been so difficult for her name to be dragged in this despicable thing that Prince Harry did. She said, "But I will not be a victim. I will not be a professional victim." Oh, Rebecca English. All of you are so fragile when the mirror is turned to you, or when even a fraction of what you've done and continue to do to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan, is even done to you. All of you and your fragile egos and fragile way of being. I guess that is why you love the Princess Catherine so much, because what she shows is fragility. Oh, spare us your white fragility, my dear. Now, kindness and truth are the ultimate antidote to this fog, to their fog. And I guess this is where we stop this episode. So look out, keep an eye out for part two of propaganda. This is just a side sort of um, episode. It all relates, though, right, in the grand scheme of things. And I know that this stuff happened a week and a half or so ago. I had this prepared around this time that it happened, but other things came up, and I instead um, published other episodes. So I'm coming back to it instead of just sort of deleting it or not presenting it to you folks at all. I'm presenting it to you and integrating it into the larger sort of framework of propaganda. All right. Well, if this is the first time you're discovering us, please do subscribe. It is important. And for our subscribers that have been here forever and ever, and for our royal court, our members, I say merci, gracias, thank you so very much. Please all continue to do the tango and the merengue and the waltz and all the other things that the algorithm would like us to do in order for this channel to be noticed. So that means say you liked what was just presented, thumbs up. Also leave a comment. Also, what else can you do? You can share, you can download, you can watch it a second time on loop. I don't know. All the things that make the algorithm know that we are still here, active and engaged with the channel. Thank you so very, very much. And for all of those new members, merci. Thank you for being here. And hope to see you in the comment section and all of that, right? Thank you so very much. Be kind to yourself, be kind to your loved ones, and to that stranger crossing your path, be kind to them also, because you never know. God bless. Love you all. Take care until we speak again. Ciao, ciao. Mwah.
They moved the light, then lit the flame, changed the rules and called his name. Give us notice, no shield in sight. Call this number when you land tonight. A palace room, then gone once more. Hope disappeared behind the door. They built the maze, then blamed the man for trying to keep his wife and children safe again. But there is steel beneath